know, Monique is a very special person in San Francisco, especially for the travel and tourism industry, because there's very little that she hasn't personally touched or enabled to happen in San Francisco, especially with infrastructure, whether it's the development of Moscone South when she was in the private sector, or Moscone West when she was a city finance director, or the D Young or AT&T Park. And then when she came over to the port, her involvement in really making the port and the waterfront connect with the people of San Francisco in projects like the cruise ship terminal and the America's Cup.
I remember when I first met Monique, I think the first thing that she impressed me was that she has a very bubbly personality.
I just love watching her operate. It's so much fun because she's so brilliant. And she's always very humble about it. But, you know, we all know she is the power behind the throne, in front of the throne, and beside the throne. And I love that about her.
Monique is tough, okay? And that's good for the city. I mean, when you're making your deals with Monique, you have to make sure everything's buttoned up, and she pushes hard for the interest of the city. And we've had many a tough negotiation, but the negotiations always end up with everybody smiling because we get to yes, and we get to a situation where Monique has won for the city and also for the tenants as well.
I think her legacy, you know, as she passes, whenever she decides to pass it off, will be that she left it better than she found it.
I think the best thing we did in the years I was mayor is get Monique Moyer to run the port.
Monique is obviously a professional. She's turned around this port of San Francisco, and she's a family woman. So to be able to have that kind of balance between family as well as business and revitalizing San Francisco is fantastic.
So my business philosophy is probably comprised of many different things, different elements, but I'd say one of the strongest elements is a sense of fairness. I think that you come to the table in good faith and that you try to find interests that align, and since I represent the public sector, I think that's a very big burden. It's not, you know, I'm not trying to make a return to the bottom line for some shareholders. I need to do something that is going to benefit generations for multiple generations, and that's a very important attribute. My accomplishments are accomplishments with hundreds of people. Nothing I've done by myself, and it's hard for me to imagine receiving the award and not bringing all of my staff with me, and my commissioners and my friends at City Hall and everyone who's helped us along the way. I feel like the award has been in the projects I've gotten to work on, and the fact that there's a silver cable car that's going to come with it just is an icing on the cake.
I want to congratulate Monique Moyer, our city's port director, on receiving the Silver Cable Car Award from SF Travel. I can't think of a more worthy recipient. Thanks to Monique, our city has improved the waterfront like never before. Just recently, we added a state-of-the-art cruise ship terminal, miles of new open space, parks, and waterfront promenades, and a world-class exploratorium. With Monique's hard work, this is just the beginning.
Silver Cable Car Award, you know, represents the best of San Francisco. I can't think of anybody who deserves it more than Monique.
That award has always been very special for me, and to have someone with whom I've worked who made it possible for my administration to succeed in every way, and now as a result of her extraordinary skills being applied to the port in the 150th anniversary of that organization. Monique Moyer is a cable car.
Cable car. I think you could be a silver tugboat, a steamship, anything you want to be, a submarine or a rocket ship, because you know no limits. Congratulations.